course, you will learn how to build your production-ready SaaS with AI agents. This is not a prototype course. This is a full-fledged course which will help you to create your own SaaS with step-by-step instruction to move it to production-level application on your domain. We will cover how to prototype, add APIs, user authentication, Google services, payment integration, and then publish that app to your domain. What I will be building in this course is AI SEO helper. Analyze their website's traffic with AI. Let me give you a walkthrough what I built. This is the login page. There's a register page, and if you click on login, both of these are working. The manual pages are working with email verification. You can see in the later part of the course. So continue with the Google. Let me log in with my Gmail, and this is the dashboard a paid user will be having. This is a metrics, and this is a properties drop down and different statistics for the different properties, and it can simply reload to the latest sync. And this is a AI chat. This is a navigation. Recent chats are here, checklists are here, quick stats are here. So on the AI chat, you can chat with any part of your Google Search Console data. For example, create a new chat and select your property. If you want to learn about any of the property, just type here top 5 losing keywords today. So what this chat will do, it will browse through the data of your Google Search Console and provide you the result. On the right, you will see the model selector, and there is the export button to Markdown and PDF, and rename this chat, or it will rename it automatically. So there's a property section where you will be able to connect your property from Google Search Console. Okay, and there's a GSC audit. So this is the different parameters where user might be getting every information about it. And here is the AI insights. If I click on generate AI insights, it will get all the information from your GSC audit and provide insights automatically. So you have what is good about it, what is bad in the red, and what needs improvement in yellow. You can generate that with the help of AI. These are the different types of metrics: get more clicks, search trends, cannibalization, and rank higher, and the checklist. So here you can either click generate checklist, mark all as done, regenerate that, or you can custom generate that to focus on specific part. There's a report section. So there are different kinds of report section here, and if you don't want to include branded data, just toggle this off so it won't include any branded keywords. And there's the ask AI option. You can ask anything about the current data, which is top gainer. If you click on analyze, so AI will analyze your data and provide you recommendation of what you need to write next. And there is an open full chat. If you click on it, it will open inside the AI chat. These are all the reports: device distribution, position distribution. You can export that as well to the CSV. Let me download and show you if it's working. There you go. So there's CTR analysis. You can check that here. There is a data drop down. You can fetch up to 90 days data here. So this is the content gap analysis. So this is a 200 keywords, which is well covered, which is not, you need to do more about it. And there's a checklist option. You can simply generate checklist, competitors, personas, content formulas, content personas, what type of content you have posted. There is a checklist option, which you can simply generate that of any website. 40-day SEO checklist. It will create a 30-day plan with AI. Let me show you how it looks. It looks like first is Kanban, and second is calendar view. So you can simply check every checklist like this once you are done. There is a support section for the user. So user can simply create support. For example, billing not working or something, and type the message, upload any image, documents, and videos. Click on submit. New ticket has been generated. You will get a email notification that the ticket has been created, and if someone reply, it will get info like here. There is a settings, profile settings, subscription settings. They can simply cancel this from here, and there's a help section which give you the docs. Now coming forward to the admin section. So admin section have all the user management. Here admin can edit any person's plan, premium, enterprise, or give admin privileges. For example, let's give it this user at premium, so it get the premium plan here. Admin can analyze any user's activity, as you can see here. The login session as well. If there is a miss activity, it can ban them. So there is a more option, which is ban user, delete user. It can do that. If you go to the ticket section, you can simply browse each and detail. For example, ticket ID, user, department, priority, status, created, IP as well. This is the customer settings on the right, which gives which plan a customer is on, an email, the IP, and the browser here. And there's a send reply and the ticket details. So you can, admin can send a reply, it's fixed or something like that, and the user will get its reply. The user will get the notification here, notification badge, that reply has been given. Do check this out. And as you can see here, the email notification will be given to that user. It can simply browse here, and if a user click on the view reply, it will redirect to that specific ticket it created. There is analytics, so it will show you how many users signed up, how many active users, checklist analytics, how many chats are there. So there's the email templates. So this is the templates which user get from verifying email. Admin can easily change that from here. This is a welcome email, so the admin can simply change that from here. In the settings, can change the OpenAI settings, PayPal settings from here. Can go from the sandbox to live easily from here. Last but not the least, it has light and dark mode. So you can see here, light mode is also amazing. The dark is also there. You can check it out. So I love the dark mode. This is what I'm going to build in this course. Go ahead and sign up to the members.promptfluff.com and you will get this course. Build your SaaS with AI agents. Click on view and start playing this course. So I hope you will be creating an amazing SaaS for yourself. If you want to learn that, this is the perfect time to go. So see you inside. To create your own MVP, first you need to paint your imaginations, what you want to create. So after you have finalized your idea, you need to mind map and paint that using any software you want. For example, in this example, I will be using the Canvas whiteboard drawing. So here you need to do three things. First is the user journey, what user is going to experience on your website or your app. And second is tech stack, which tech stack you're going to use to build that app. And last is the context engineering file inside your code editor. I will be using Windsurf code editor and I've already done the course on promptfluff.com, so do check that out, how to use that from the basic to the advanced. And if you are able to learn about the code editor, for example VS Code or any other, then you will be up and go in no time. You will be learning much more about it in this particular course. So what is there in the user journey here? If I just zoom in here, let me tell you, the user journey is, this will be the app, and after the app or login with the sign up, just painting the structure you want on your app. So you can browse your competitor's app and see what you can build out of it. So first is to create a dashboard where you have all the pages like a greetings to the user, what is new, and the navigation of the menus. After that, you have a left sidebar with the reports option, content gaps with all the options here. So what I'm going to create in this video is to AI SEO helper. So AI SEO helper will gather all the information from Google Search Console's API, and then it will generate a different set of reports for the user. For example, the content gap, SEO audit, and I have also defined that in the context.file which we are going to create later. And then there is a profile settings and there's admin settings. So after it create the reports based on the metrics and the formulation which we use in the context.md file, it will create a report, and then it will have an AI chatbot with vector-based databases. The AI chatbot will save all the information from the reports and read that information to chat with the user's queries in the later part of the user journey. This is what I want to create in this particular video. So here is the tech stack. So to create app, you need tech stack. So what are the tech stacks? So tech stack is the libraries which you are going to use to create your app. For example, here I want to just create a dashboard, login, sign up, payment integration, and the app core features. So I asked the AI itself to recommend me the stack for my app. So here is the prompt which I use. So how to structure this prompt is to just give it a go with natural language. So here I have written, I want to create an AI SEO helper where user can log in and sign up inside the app, fetch Google Search Console property and create reports based on the same. Based on that, it recommended a tech stack. So there are different sets of front end, back end, AI embedding layer for the chat, authentication. So there is a Google Search integration. So the infrastructure is this, and it will also provide the architecture overview. So this is the architecture overview it provided me. So here is the recommendation from the chat itself. Right now on November 25th, a new model is launched, Opus 4.5, which is beating all other models out there. It's actually the state of the art coding model. I use that to get these recommendations. Okay. So now you can choose any model out here, for example Gemini 3 Pro, but I suggest you to go with the Opus 4.5 if the budget allows. If the budget doesn't allow, then the Sonnet 4.5 is enough. And the next step is to create a context.md file. Now, what is context.md file? So this is the context created from the project overview, tech stack, payment system, auth sessions, everything what I need in my app. And to research for this, you can use the cheapest reasoning model. If you go to the Winds here, you will find group by provider. The cheapest reasoning model, as you can see here, is free available for Windsurf user, which is 5.1. It's great, but don't use the Anthropic's thinking model because it's way costly than the other model, and you should be using the Opus 4.5 or any thinking model only while coding, not for researching. So there's a Google 2.5. There's also a reasoning model, but I don't think you will be doing that. There's a Grok 3 mini reasoning model, which is a thinking model, which is way cheaper. But I suggest to go with the GPT's low reasoning model or high reasoning model, which is by far the best for the research purpose. And here is the gigantic prompt, as you can see. And now what to include in the context MD file and how to engineer a context prompt. In the context file, first you need to lay out each and every detail you want in your app. Here, let me give you an overview. I want the following features: the dashboard, what user will be doing on the dashboard in the brackets here, then the what features you want in your AI chat, and then there is a option to create a dashboard for GSC audit with sub dash. I want a main sidebar, then the sub dashbar with these features. For example, the reports overview, then the sub dashes with the strikers, get more clicks, keyword cannibalization, report rank higher. And then I want a dashboard for content gap itself and the sub dashes. So there is a content landscape, so search traffic competitors, seasonality, search content personas, and the list goes on. And in the bracket, I listed down how you're going to calculate that metrics. So give it a go. I will put the link in the description box and you will find all the information about it. Now, when you are done with each and every feature you want in your app, all you need to do is type this. Create a context.md file to lay out your plan, how you're going to use it using your recommended tech stack. So whatever it recommended me a tech stack, so I want it to search for on the web for the up-to-date context MD file, which you need to build for the LLMs. Now, when you are done, create a new chat. Before that, you need to create a rule. Okay, go to the settings. There's a Windsurf settings here. If you scroll down here, the cascade here, and there you will have all the information about your cascade previews, workflows, cascade memories. Under customizations, you have three things: the cascade rules, workflows, cascade memories. The first thing you need to edit is the cascade rules. Click on the manage rule. There is a two options available, which is the global and the project. I want just inside my project. So click on the project and give it a name. For example, AI SEO helper. Press enter, and here you will find form which you need to create a rule for it. Now click always on, and there is a content here to give it a rule. So here I will say you are helpful full stack developer. Always read context MD file in the root of the project and adhere to the commands of the user, and always update user after each successful event. Update progress.md file in the root folder to document your journey. Add dated timeline to the same, and here add this progress.md and save to your memory. So this is it. This is what I do. Activation mode always on. Now going to the chat, we have also mentioned that to create a progress.md file. So here just create a blank progress.md file. You don't need to add anything. So agent will pick that up and start updating it. So now it's time to create app. So I will be using the Claude Opus 4.5 thinking model. For that, we will be consuming 3x credits. Let's test the 4.5 thinking model. So now we'll start building the app. Let's wait for this. I will create the project structure. This is the to-do list planning, and here is the progress.md. This is best way to develop your app to document your progress from the agent. So here is the timeline. Today's the date is this, and the timing, project kickoff, the current status is this, and now it will start creating our app. This is the dev server, which you see. This is a simple layout, and the app is not done yet. So this is the AI chat. Okay, great. So this is what I want to get all the information from the websites like that. And there's a thinking mode is always available. And this is to select the file. So export as markdown and PDF. So this is a rename as also, and different chats are here. So GSC audit. So different type of the metrics which I want from this, the strikers, get more clicks, search trends, cannibalization, and the checklist. So again, for the content gap analysis. So these are things which I'm going to add. So this is the checklist. I think this is the simple thing. Search Console API. You will have this Google Search Console API, and go here and click on enable. So now under the credentials, and there's an auth screen as well. So first go to the auth screen. So there's an option of platform is not configured. So give it an app name for SEO help, add a support email, click on next. So the audience will be external, obviously. So click on next, and the contact information will be on this. So yes, click on continue, create. So now your auth has been configured. So after that, you need, if you want to customize the experience, you can simply go to the branding, you'll upload your logo. So it will be when users sign up using Google account, they will see the logo of your website. Click on credentials, click on create credentials. So here you need to create a auth client ID. Application will be a web application, and here add your application name, for example, SEO helper. So here you have two options, which is authorized JavaScript origin. You need to add this authorized redirect URL, which is from this env file. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this and paste that here. Click on create. Now you can see your client ID. Just copy this and paste that here, and there's a client secret as well. Go back here, there's a client secret. Just copy that and paste that here. Click on save. And after you do this, just say add AI and go or credentials. Just type continue next. It will start developing next feature. Refresh this again, and let me go and connect the properties again, just like that. And there you go. Let me add multiple properties, for example, the domain ones. Yeah, this looks perfect, and click on add. Okay, it's done. Let's see if syncing data is being, yeah, this is working. Let's see if these properties can be, so let it complete. So it's okay. So I've requested to add the auto sync on load. So this is what auto sync on load looks like. So it will automatically load the stats for us. So this is the selector. For example, this is the first property. And if I select the last 28 days, will give result for the last 28, and it will all auto load the result on your load, for example, like this. And if I want something like past 6 months result, start loading it again. So you don't need to add. In the upcoming days, we may need a cache system. For example, if it load once, then you don't need to refresh that. You don't need to add again and again. If I click on it, so this is the questions, whatever the questions you want to ask, click on get AI insights. So it will start analyzing it and provide you answer based on your result. So this is something which is also very important. But this is the wrap for the day one. So this is the architecture we have built, but a lot of things are still in the pipeline, which we will do in the upcoming days. So it's day 2 of building our MVP using AI. So here I started the server, the front end server, but backend is still off, as you can see here. So all the property is not connected because of backend server is offline, and there is a issues. So if I click on it, there is an issue that it's failed to fetch the backend server because it's obviously offline. So here, if I go to the Windsurf, we need to start developing the next feature, but before that we need to start the backend server. So if you want to start again using the Windsurf and continue from the last, either you can go to the previous thread, which is the previous chat here, but I suggest you go with the new chat because we have already a progress.md file, and we have a rule to read the context and the progress.md file before processing another step. This is pro for us because this will lead to the continuance from the past conversation and past development. From here, just go here, select your model, which is Opus 4.5, which we are using, and just select this. Start with the history. Okay. If I see the plan usage here, so the Cascade usage, so this is about 429. So we started at 488 and now it's a 429. Okay. So let it run for need have a cache system that download the data, and when user click on sync now for that particular date, then it can do that. Or we can add cron jobs. Cron job is actually the automated jobs. After an hour, it can do fetching the reports from the server, not every single load, which is right now, and it will eat more API credits. Continue building next 3-4 building rest of the GSC audit data. So this is something which is one. Okay, so this is the audit data number one, but there's one more thing I want to add to this statistic is there's actually many branded keywords. So this is the branded keyword, which is the copy rocket. I want to change this as create a toggle button to enable or disable branded keywords. So for that, add brand keywords toggle button to every report. User can untoggle it to exclude branded keywords from the list. Branded keywords are phrases, website name, add the same. Okay, so that's it. So let me complete. So that's it. So this is the functionality I want. So let me complete that until the end. Then we will move on to the content gap analysis, and then we will move to the checklist items, which should be based on the data, and there's an add to calendar as well. And then we will start developing how we can use or handle our GSC data. Things you need to do is you need to perform audit by yourself again and again. Test that out. If it's working, every page, every button should be working. Okay, so content gap is also done. So this is the content gap reports, which is total keywords is around 200 ranking for this particular property, and well covered is only 16, but the content gaps is huge. So well covered topic is about the branded keywords that you can see here, but if you see on the gaps, it's a list of content that has a low CT on our website and needs improvement on the website to create a more content around it to get higher search ranking. So there's a core topic cluster with strong keyword coverages, and there's a competitors which is a dominating 9, which has how you rank across your keyword portfolios. So these are the portfolios, but we need competitors for this, but for that we need a different type of API. So here is the dominating is only 9, and the competitive keywords are this, challenging, which is above 11, and the opportunities are opportunities from beyond 12 20. But this does not have that data, which we need to improve that. And seasonality is the monthly traffic trends. On the May, it was rising, and now it dropped in November. The personas are the search intent distribution. So some are learners, which is knowledge based. So the evaluators. So this is the buyer personas. This is the explorer persona, which is discovering a brand or specific keywords. For example, here the copy app, which is a copy image generator. So the buyer persona is if someone is going to buy, for example, there's a AI image free, no sign up, and AI music generator free, something which they are going to communicate with my product. So this is another. And this is the content format. So what type of format is performing? So based on this example, which is top performing content pages are like this, which is the tool pages. Suggested formats to try is a blog post, guides, comparisons, tools and calculators. There's a case studies which we need to add, and this is the top opportunities are these. So which we need to improve that. So there's a checklist option. Obviously this is the same, but we need to improve that in a bit. But this is not what the data is. It should be beyond that with all the search console data, which we don't have this. But anyway, we will improve that AI part in a bit later stage. It's also done, as you can see here. So the top gainers list, and I'm told to add the branded on and off ask AI and export to CSV. If I click on it, and you will get the reports, and as you can see all the keywords, the table data, and there you go. And now there's a top losers list, as you can see here, and there's a top keywords, top pages, new pages, lost keywords, and the distribution is also working, which is desktop is around this. So this is the distribution, and the lost impressions also there. So this is something which I want to talk about is when initially device distribution was not working, it was giving me a not applicable error. So for that, I prompted it to see Google Search Console's API docs. I prompted with the add web, and there it started searching on the web about it. And now let me check with the sync is implemented. I see the issue. Device data is fetched separately from the GSC API, not stored in the databases. So this is something which it applied and started working. You should always give a web access to your agent so that it can browse the docs and implement and see the code where it's not working. So there's a position distribution which is from 1 to 3, 4 to 10, 11 to 12, and 30 plus. So these are the distribution. And there's a CTR analysis which is from the time. So how many percentage of the total clicks and total impressions here from the past 28 days. But if you want to fetch all data across 3 dashboard, that is GSC audit, reports, and content gap report. So I want to fetch all data across 3 dashboard, one per 20 or when requested by user in settings by clicking on sync. Suggest various methods we can achieve that. I want the data to be tied to specific user and save locally. Suggest method and search. Always give a web access for more context. So giving a web access to your agent is, I think, the best utility you ever get, because it will get all the up-to-date context. And let's wait for the answer here. As you can see, it will start searching the web. Whoa, syncing is done. So everything is now instantly available as a reports. As you can see here, no delays, no auto syncs, nothing. So once it's downloaded on a cache system, so user can easily load that reports for themselves. And if you want to sync that, you can simply go to the settings, data sync. There's a sync now settings. One user can also clear the cache, and here it has this nicely detailed table that is last sync on this, next sync will be on this, current status is 11 reports, and latest sync success. So this is the sync histories as well. So as you can see, the reports are there, the number of reports are 11, then the number of requests will be 11. So if I just reload this, and number of requests, as you can see, 115, so 3 times it's reported, so it's perfectly fine. Now nothing will be loaded on load, everything will be loaded after 24 hours, so it saves our time and API quota. So syncing is done. Now AI chat is done. And if I go here and click a new chat, for example, switching for this, suggest the yes to improve, for example this. So now what it will do is it will start processing all the data. Now it has all the data, as you can see, there you go. So it has the thinking process, which is analyzing your data, analyzing audit metrics, reviewing content gap insights, and then processing with the 5.1. So areas for improvement is this. So keywords in the position for A to N, these are the keywords we need to improve, and the striker keywords, actionable tips, and the list goes on. So now we have our brain ready. For example, if I want to create a report for this and say why my website is not getting any traffic. So if visually, now it will start analyzing based on the provided data from the console, your website is actually receiving significant amount, this much it says. So I say I want to increase traffic by 200%, suggest steps, something like this. And now it will start analyzing. It's already done the analysis. The quick wins is the optimized potential keywords, which is striker keywords. Internal linking, we need to improve the internal linking for the striker keywords too for this, and long-term strategies are these. This is just the starting point. Okay, so now AI has all the data of our properties. Now we need to optimize next. We have improved the AI chat, as you can see here. So this is the automatic naming of our chat with our property name. We can now retrieve other reports as well. It will take some time to report, and it has access to data, and each ask AI options, you can simply ask about the data. For example, here, analyze strikers. So whenever you ask something about any specific dashboard, it will give you a brief report about it. As you can see here, when you click on this full chat, it will redirect to your AI chat. I want a calendar based one. So what I'm going to do here is to now bid checklist, show as calendar or Kanban with the checklist, as you can see here. So This is the sample checklist that I've built using AI, obviously. So this is the Kanban board, which you can simply check this item to mark as done. But if you see on the calendar side, this is the better way to view. And this is the number one. First is to review a GSC performance overview. So this is the day one task, because we are just getting started. And the great thing about this checklist is it built a checklist the day you are in right now. This is November 26th, where I've implemented this and generated one for mine, and it says it start from that particular date and it goes down to the next 30 days checklist. So first is review GSC program, and here you can also ask AI how should I approach this, and user can simply click on it and ask it straight away. And to the day 3 of building our SaaS app with the help of Opus 4.5 model. And now, as you can see here, so I have launched the front end server, and as you can see, backend is not yet active. So that's why all the properties are not showing up. So what we need to do now is to sync the dashboard here, dashboard data like here, recent chats, recent audits, and checklists also need to be added in the dashboard. And then we will move on to this admin area, help section, and then we will move our website to the main domain. So first, let's ask the agent. So here, as you can see, it does have an option. I've told you earlier to start your agent with the history, because it all the context what it did in the past. So now I will say run the backend server. Next, complete dashboard integration with the data from the users, add property selector as well. Okay, so our dashboard is showing the real-time data, which is the clicks. We also have this property selector as well, and as you can see, so this is the recent chats. I don't think recent chats has been synced yet, so we will have to do this. Also, the checklist is also not synced, which is here anyway. So the quick stats are here, the properties, which is also great way to add them here. So let's move on to the recent chats and the checklist option that it is not synced yet. So I will say is recent chats and checklists are not synced yet. And next, build profile setting, admin area. So let it complete. So dashboard is completed. The AI chat is also completed, and we can select multiple models here. That's great. And yeah, but we need more refinement to it. So we need a pagination to be added on the left sidebar here, and also everything else is okay for now. So let's go to the dashboard here. So recent chats is being synced. And so here are some announcements. So the profile picture from the email will be fetched using this app. As you can see, this is the R, which is from the profile picture. And there is today's task also embedded into the dashboard, as you can see. And the checklists are also here. So this is your checklist. As you can see, this is the test checklist which I have done today, and it was like that. And all the today's task item will be here. And the user can also reload it, or download or manual sync it using here. And there's a GSC audit, which I added a new button for the SEO checklist, which have this interface, which will create a checklist for GSC specific. And there is a content gap also here. But on my system, that if your system is using the light theme, then it will only show the light theme and the dark theme. But there's a light theme as well, which I haven't tested. So again, let me give you your overview. So this is the nice gradient, which I told it earlier to use this orangish reddish gradient, which added in the dashboard. So this is the AI chat. And if I click on the AI chat app from your local environment to your main server, so first thing, you need to set up your main server. So for this to happen, you need to have a root access hosting and web panel installed on it. So I suggest you to go with the AA panel, which is freely available. I've already done a video on it. You can find on my YouTube channel about how to install that and use this. And you need to install some packages related to your app. For many users, your app may be dependent on PHP or Node.js, and you need a web server, for example, Apache or Nginx. So this is what I suggest you to go with the Nginx. And one is where your database will be. So the MySQL, I think this is the perfect way. And there's a PHP admin you need to install. So these are something which you need to add to your. So I suggest you to also add the Google Drive to back up your data to your Google Drive if you have the space in it. So before deploying that, you need to test each and everything. Okay, so first here, Now we need to deploy this app to web server. Before that, test the app for its functionality, test database setup, test core functionalities, and afterwards create deployment guide how to move this app to my server. First, zip the content which I need to upload. So these prompts is actually very important because you need a content zip to be uploaded to your web server. So I want the agent to zip the files that it need to be uploaded to my server. And now you need to define your server's technical information. Okay, here are my server info, a panel installed, Ubuntu 20. So how to find, so the server requirement is finished, but we need to add or install the Python environment, which we will do in a later. So there's a two ways to do that. First, let's create our new website inside our AI panel and upload our zip file and let the AI do the job. So how to do that? So for this to work, you need to have an root access. Okay. Inside a panel, so you have a website option. So there's a node project. This is a Next.js project. So we need to add this again. So here window, and there you have connect via SSH. So here you can, if you have a root access, that's the best way possible. So root at, this will be your IP. For example, this is the IP root at this. So just delete this HTTP's hash. Just you need to type that IP and add this at 22 port. So this format is very important. So semicolon from this. So this is something like this and open that. So now it will ask for your root password. Type that password, analyze the code base and text.md file and progress.md file and readme.md file. Then follow this. So to deploy our website, here's what we have done so far. Added domain in node project from a panel, added SL certificate, uploaded it, know what we have done. For example, they uploaded the file. And what else we have done? I think that this is pretty much it. Here is our server config. And now go to the previous chat of this here and type copy and paste your server info, then start deployment. Now added these origins. So first we need to add this origin of seo.promptslove.com. So we need to add that, right? And for this, we just need to replace with this. That's it. Click on save. So our secrets will be same, I think. Yeah, secrets will be same. So let's verify that. But before, let's copy and paste the client ID and secret from the other app, which is the local app. Yeah, so this is here. Let me copy and paste this. It is okay. Yeah, click on save. Yeah, so let's move on to our app. Click on refresh, click on continue. Okay, so when I click on continue, it's giving me a detail not found. When I click on continue with Google, it's giving I added the following to Google Auth JS origin. So you need to specify once. So this is very normal to have reload this. Yeah, so it's working. So let me sign up with this account. So it says you're signing back. Click on allow, and there you go. So you have login with your IDs like that. And obviously it's not working. Let's connect our property. If it's work all the data, it will take some time to download the data. Okay, so syncing is also not doing. Syncing and downloading data from GSE API is not working. Fix. So let's add this. Okay, so something is working, but anyway, some data has been downloaded, but not every data. For example, the clicks and the impressions. Yeah, it's not done yet. So this is cannibalization is also downloading. Maybe it's going to take some time. So it says, so it will start analyzing data and provide us the exact answer what we are looking for. So everything is working right now, and I'm very much excited for you people to copy this framework the way I do it from your local environment to your main server, just using this step by step. So we are not done yet. This is 60% of our job is done. 40% is left. We need to add security features. We need to add SMTP, welcome email, sending email campaign, and tracking user data, and API cost estimation and payment gateway. We will do that tomorrow. So this is the wrap for today. See you in the next day. Back to day 4. So this is the dashboard which we have completed yesterday. So now let's start with our next implementation is payment integration. But before that, we need to apply SMTP settings. So for that, let's go to where is So make sure you have a root access to your hosting. Without root access, you won't be able to do much on AI coding editors like Cursor, Windsurf, or even an anti-gravity of Google's. So you cannot do that without the help of the root access, because root access is important. And you can get root access, or I would say the cloud hosting, cheaply from many service providers out there. Because if your app is pretty new, you can from services like Herzner. So Herzner is the cheapest from all. So if you go to the Herzner here, don't go for the shared hosting. Cloud hosting is so cheap. So there is a with only €3, you will be up and running your app. You can test that out if you want to use. But they also have this dedicated server option. So they have starting from €30 per month, which is so cheap nowadays. If you want to get the server, you will get RAM of 32 gigabyte. The drive are in SSD. So if you go here, if you want to increase or configure any part of this, you can simply do that. So first, let's complete this user section to track every detail from the user such that it won't share their logins or something like that. And that's it. So press enter, let it complete, and let's see what. For SMTP, I am using a panel and Google Workspace for my domain promptslove.com and email admin@promptslove.com. Therefore, set up accordingly, and you have root access, investigate, and do it accordingly. Style the welcome email after user sign up. After you are done, then you must specify the workflow. For example, when users sign up using email, send them verification email and block the app and show verify your email first. So this is one thing. And after user click on verification link, redirect them to board and send the user welcome email. Design custom template and add admin section as well. Admin added the same template. Use WSI. That's it. So this is what I wanted to say, and press enter. Now it will start developing that. And let's see the cost. Until now, we have started with the 480. We are standing at 250 credits now. We developed everything from the scratch, even the API, and just ate only 250 something credits. And Windsurf give us 500 prompts credits per month for $15 per month. And that means we have only spent $7.5. It's quite cheap if you ask me, because when I was a developer and we charge for simple thousands of dollars, and this is going to kill many jobs. Anyway, you need to have the skills for this as well. So SMT settings has been added by the agent, and one thing we need is to add the app password from Google. So I use Google Workspace for my main website. So if you do that, you need app password to work that site SMTP. Everything else is configured as you can see here. And now how to do that? The AI agent also provided me with the URL. I will just go and click on open. And now I will select my account. After you select your app, log into your email with this URL. So you will be first name your app, for example, SEO Prompts Love. So this is the app password. So now you need to type that password here, there. So now when you do, just click on Ctrl+S. Now it asks me to go to the and let me type this here, random password. So if I log in with this, the only thing is we are getting our verification email. There you go. It's actually a beautifully designed email. So if I click on email verification, so it says the verification email verified, go to dashboard. And now again, wanting me to sign up, but there is a premium access level. After free user sign up, they must purchase a plan to access the app. So here, build access level. For example, after free user signs up successfully, show pricing table to
pay to get access to the app. At the same access levels, admin user settings where admin can provide or change user access level to free, premium, admin. So these three things we need to add. This is one cool thing that you can now edit or customize your email templates like verification. So you can simply add that here visual editor, or you can add your own inside here, the HTML code. And you can simply add the welcome as well. If you click on the visual, you see this is will be the username and these will be content. Go to the dashboard. You can even test this email out. For example, let's test this to this email. It says test email has been sent to my email. There you go. So I've got this in premium access level are done, as you can see here. So this is the free user which have nothing. I would say nothing will be available to the free user. After it sign up successfully, the user will get a dashboard like this with the logged in. So it can still change everything around the current passwords or name or something like that, but cannot do anything. So now let's test if admin can give access to a free user a premium, then we will see if it can actually do the same. And then we will move forward to adding our payment methods. So this is the admin, it's logged out, and going to the user here, edit. Yeah, the premium has been given to this user, and let me go again to that user and log in. And there you go. So I've got my premium access just like that. So this is working. And now the last thing is about adding a PayPal payment system. And for that to work, you need to have a PayPal account. Let me log into my PayPal account, and you need to go to the developers.paypal. So let me go straight to the developers.paypal.com. We need to log in with our ID. Let me log in that. There you go. We need to create our app. But before that, let's build payments with PayPal first. Now I think we might get our email. There you go. Verify this. Okay. Verified, going to the dashboard, log in with the email, and there we get PayPal payment. Payment is done. Now processing, payment successful. Going back to our dashboard. Now it will replace with the our dashboard here. Click on add properties, connecting the properties. Let's add one, and it's done. Yes. So now it's working. It will work well. I click on the sync data, then it will start working. Let's just test again. This is a property. It's syncing. So let's wait that to finish the sync, and we got ourselves our app. So we are done. Only one thing is left, which is the security features need to be added for the ethical hacking part. We will add that tomorrow, but our app is done and ready for this. And there you go. We got ourselves all the statistics here. GSC audit. There you go. Report section. We will get this content gap. There you go. So I hope until now we have built everything. Only one thing is left, which is the security of our app, and we will do that tomorrow. Until then, bye bye. So here's day 5 of building our AI SaaS app, and today we are going to implement two things. Our app is 99% ready, but there's a few things we need to do. First thing is the support system, or you can call a ticket system. If user have any problem during the operation of its app, it can simply contact for variety of reason. It can be a billing problem, a technical problem, and users go to the ticket system or support system and apply the support request. And at the back end, or I would say for the admins, have this ticket system as well. They can simply reply. So we need to add this. And there's a variety of options we can add to that. For example, different department for the ticket, for the technical or billing, sales. We can simply. The next thing is security, which is very important. For that, I'm giving you a prompt that you can tell the AI agent to analyze your app and search the web for critical security for your app. So here the prompt is analyze our app and then research web and provide a list of ethical hacking for our app security should be done. Deep research in detail, we need to implement enterprise level security. So now what the agent did is to analyze our app, the tech stack we use. So we have already context MD file here, as you can see, and we have a Windsurf rule that always add the progresses to our system, as you can see here. Now it analyze our app and then read the ENVs and then search for each tech stacks, best practices, security vulnerabilities list. So there you go. There is a high priority which we need to do, and there is a medium priority which can be done. But we are going to implement one by one. Before creating a support system, let's build our security. So here the implementation priority order is also given, but I don't want to do this because let the copy this particular critical fixes. Start implementing these. Make sure the implementation won't break the current state and working of our app. So that's it. So one by one, we are going to fix this from the critical to the medium priority, even the recommended ones, which is a two-factor authentication, which needs the Google Authenticator, which is very important. Here, as you can see, PayPal webhook signature verification is also implemented using the API, and all webhook requests now verified before processing. So there's a rate limited also added to the login registers, only 3 attempts per minute. Email verification 10 attempts per minute. So there is a SQL injection audit. This is very important. Hackers use SQL injection. For that, it did the audit, which is now all queries use SQL, ORM, and there's no vulnerable text of the string, which is good. App forward to the next and the last feature is the support system. For the support system, I need an icon dedicated page for support request from the user. When user requests to the admin can open that ticket and reply to. Here's the prompt. I will also add this prompt description here. You will get this. For example, now build support system, build two interfaces, user workflow. You have to define the user workflow and admin workflow. It's done. So our email ticket system is ready. On the left side, you can see changes to the app. So we have a support system here, which is for the user, and there's the tickets, which is for the admin. So admin now have a dedicated section here. Main menu is there, which is for both the user and the admin. And here we have got this badge that one ticket is pending. This is the pending ticket. If I view that, we can see on the right side customers info or users info, which is a name, the plan it's on, and the email IP browser. So email IP browser can be asset to resolve technical issues. So this is for that. And here we have this, I have sent message from the free user. So this is the user. So here, if I reply this user, so let me do that from the scratch to let you know what it's about. So let me sign out and sign in with the user's email. Here we have a support ticket, which is already mentioned. Let's create a new ticket. Billing is not working. So the different departments, so technical support, billing, feature request, and the others. So here I will call the billing, and here I will say feature is not working. And for the attachment, you can see it can take images, documents, videos up to 25 MB. And there's a priority I want for this is too high, and click on submit. When I click on submit, there will be a confirmation message on my email. For example, if I go to my email, so user will get the confirmation message. You can see here, the billing is not working. So this is the message, and the email is beautifully designed, which you can see here. Moving back to my admin section, you won't receive any email, but you will get this badge here that 2 tickets are pending. So as you can see here, so there's a need attention is 2, open is 2, reply is 0, today's new is number 2. Here's the nicely formatted table from the ticket, user, department, priority, status, as well IP. And if admin want to change that to mark as open, progress, waiting for the user, close ticket, it can simply do that. But once it reply them, for example, it's fixed, check now. So I will click on submit. Here it update that status to replied. Created, updated, priority was high. So if I click on here, and there's also this all statuses there, all departments are there, but we can add one more filter, that is priority level, to give a more priority to the one that is required attention. Now watch the email of the user. It says a new reply is being given here. It's fixed, check. If I click on this view reply, and it will open that ticket URL when it's login. Okay, so this is one. So let me log out and click on this. So it will redirect to the login and then redirect to interface, and user will also get this badge that a new reply is there. So isn't it amazing? To be honest, I think our app is done and ready. This is about creating your MVP using AI agent, and we have used the Opus 4.5 model. This script will be available inside the members area of PromptSlove. Let me go to the here. If you want to test the same, you can also test the interface going to the seo.promptslove.com. I will put that live for next 10 days only. only. After that, it will be down and you will get into the script section. Here, you can get the source file of this app. There is courses section. Here, I will put the detailed course, what we have done from day 1 to day 5. I hope you have learned something from this. If you have, then what should I make next? Do suggest in the request box. Here you can suggest me anything from here and I will start creating that for you. Next, I want to do a prompt engineering course. We have 10 to 12, 15 days to complete and we will do that day by day update to you on my social media channel and also on the members area of fluff.com. Thank you for being a member of our community and see you in the next course. If you have any questions, you know where to contact me.